Hello YouTubers, Joe Curza here on November 10th, Tuesday, 2015. It's about little after 3 in the afternoon Eastern Time. And looky here. Whoa! We got a crane. We got the top of the electric pole cut off further. We've got my power being run down the pole and buried. Boom. We've got stuff being built in the creek. This all happened today while I was up in Delaware for potential jury duty. Turned out I did not get selected for the particular case in question today, which I cannot talk about in any case, even if I wasn't selected. So my next day is December 10th, I think. December 10th. And I made it home just under the wire to get past this truck, which was setting up. They needed a crane to help put together the crane. And you can see the infamous mailbox. More of that anon here. Some days you don't know whether to shit, go blind, laugh, or cry. May as well fucking laugh, because you can't do anything about a lot of this stuff. Sometimes we're at the mercy of the powers that be, that sometimes do things simply because they can. Now, yesterday we didn't get any mail, which, okay, some days you don't get mail, and even without the construction going on, you sometimes don't get mail. So I'm standing by the doorway, looking down the road yesterday, and it was about 1:45. And I saw our happy little mail carrier truck coming down the way, and it turned into Acorn Farms. And I said, I'll just go down, and that way I'll be down there to actually get the mail, when she, drives by. And that usually doesn't take more than about, 5 minutes, depending on how much stuff Acorn Farms gets. Because sometimes it gets a fair amount of stuff, since it's it's a national business. I mean, it's international if you count Canada and Mexico. It ships all over North America, at least all over the the Canada, U.S., Mexico area. Anyway, so I'm standing down there, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking. I don't see her come out. Now, okay, that's fine. But then I stood down there for about another 10, 15 minutes longer, which means that she didn't come by my place at all yesterday. Now, the power had been shut off for half an hour between 10 to 1 and, well, no, that's not true. It had been shut off sometime in the morning, but it had been shut off for half an hour anyway. I could tell by the time difference between the real time and the time that was on the only electric clock we have in the house. This will become clear in a few minutes. So, I got a call from the Sunbury post office. Now, even though I have a Galena mailing address, our mail comes out of Sunbury, which is about 6-7 miles north of Galena. It's about 17-18 miles from where I live. And the postmistress says, they're having trouble getting to my mailbox. I said, yeah, I know. I said, I'm having trouble getting to my mailbox sometimes. And she says, well, maybe if you could just move the thing across the road. I explained it's a portable, it's sort of a movable feast mailbox right now. She said, well, maybe you can move it right across the road. And I said, well, it was across the road when I first moved out here. And after about 10 years, it became too dangerous to go across the road. And I said, plus, given the way they've got the thing set up over there, I couldn't even put that bucket against that wall across the road. It just wouldn't work. So I said, that ain't going to happen. She says, well, we can't deliver the mail. We'll have to put the mail on hold. And I went sort of back and forth with her again. I said, I can probably get them to put the thing right down by the pavement on my side, so that you can just stop and put the thing. Oh, it's too dangerous. And here's a statement that got me. She nearly got run over by a caterpillar yesterday. Well, she may well have gotten nearly run over by a caterpillar yesterday, but it wasn't down in front of my place. It had to have been down before she got, or while she was on the Acorn Farms property. Revisionist history. Well, anyway, so, at least once a week and probably twice a week, I'm going to have to make a round trip of about 36 miles to get my mail. Now, obviously, there wouldn't have been any mail tomorrow anyway, because it's Veterans Day, Armistice Day. So I'll run up there Friday mid-morning and see about collecting my mail. I know when my bills come, so I can pay those. I can pay those online, or at least I can print the stuff off online and mail them in anyway. So, but if I get any official communications from the court or any of these other guys, they might languish there for a few days. Plus, I've been ordering a fair amount of things on Amazon here. That stuff's just going to sit up there until I go collect it. So I need to have a word with Mr. Howard, the superintendent, about this. Because, maybe he can call them and explain things, and maybe they can work out some way to not. Because they've been very, they were real careful about not blocking the mailbox for the first few days, couple of weeks actually. But they've not been doing that here the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So I'm going to have to try to get hold of him, but I don't have his phone number, interestingly. I suppose I could call the Eigel company and get it, but I'll let things, I'll talk to him tomorrow or Thursday about this matter. He's a very reasonable guy, so, if he can do anything, I imagine he will. But I'll tell you, our mail carrier is a good mail carrier for the most part, but she gets these burrs up her behind from time to time about things. And, what are you going to do? It's the U.S. I said to her, well, if you have to do this, I guess you have to do it. She says, I don't want you to think of it as us having to do it. I thought, well, what the fuck else are you, how else do you think about it? Come on. Well, the crane has been assembled. These guys are sort of packing up their stuff. Paul was able to get in, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, so then are they out of the driveway now?
Yeah.
Oh, there they are. Oh, good. Well, they were here a total then of about 3.5 hours for all that stuff down where they were putting that crane together, you saw. Well, I'm going to shut up about that now. And just, there it is. Paul got home. But did I shut up? No, I did not. Here we are at 3:45, and you can't tell me that there's no way she can get into this mailbox area. That's just nonsense. She can get in that mailbox area just fine. There's the crane. You know, this is about the time of day she usually comes with the mail. Now, admittedly, she was probably a bit early yesterday. Maybe she was a bit earlier today too. But I think they're blowing smoke up my fundament on this one, guys. And it looks like the water people have been here and got all the holes filled in. Presumably all the stuff connected and disconnected they wanted too. Still got some stacked stuff over there, but that'll all get smoothed out at some point, I guess. The amount of water flow from the water line leak seems to have died down to just probably what would be flowing anyway from the field tile. So now that's it.